Hello everyone, this is part number 11, our gunslinger. I am just 1 kill away from 65, actually couple, but that's okay. We managed to find Aldur's Inquisition, which is basically one of the best drops for this build. I mean leveling wise, not endgame. Endgame there is a better sets and definitely better guns. Resistance wise I managed to cap everything, so I'm in a pretty good shape apart maybe from the armor, but we have a lot of sustain. For example, our aura reduced target's damage. We got a high level Inquisitor seal and we have blast shield if things get spicy, like this guy here. I forgot to pop up Thermite Mine, that's why this guy takes so much time. Gonna pop up. Not a bad belt, but it's more like fire retaliation is still an option. If your Inquisitor belt is outdated, you can craft this. Let's save this guy. We're gonna face a lot of heroes at this point. Our infamy status with most of the faction is already bumped up. Let's stick with our best friends, Isaiah Redden. This guy is on a must-have vendor. And this is the moment that... But I'm gonna use the Rift Portal first. I have to spoke with a few Devil's Crossing NPCs to trigger the next quest lines, and I'm gonna swap one of my guns for Aldur's Inquisition. But even if I don't, I'm gonna be okay until I reach Blood Grove. One of the pistols was a bad roll. Definitely main hunt one. I can start dropping points in spirit. It's not bad idea. Now we have extra proc. We have elemental seal, which deals respectful damage. Alongside with all the other procs. Time to test the build. I'm gonna precast few stuff. Inquisitor CL users, they farm totems pretty safely because Inquisitor CL works very well on AoE shotgun attacks. Also that pulls under your feet as well. At this point it's ultimate, so monsters got better resistance. It's not gonna be that one-shot fest. Also my off-hand gun is quite old date. Most of the bosses they gonna be higher level than me anyways, which makes the things slightly harder. Also our relics falls off at this point. It's not that great. We have to look for a plunderous talisman. Why I going for these devotions? Because they build a lot of experience for my devotions. I have to max out attack 0 and few more. Also this, especially the desecrated one, they are kinda totems. It's a very high chance to find I'm not gonna deal with Balthazar. I have enough dynamite. But definitely I'm gonna take the Elder's quest. I need reputation with the rovers. I got totem as well. It's gonna be... I'm gonna clear the odds, especially healers. This is a pretty straightforward totem, no gargantuan beasts. Still wise idea to reposition. I got too much pulls under my feet. We got Marauder's Talisman. This is... This is a better version of Gunslinger's Talisman. Wheel of the Blade. This actually is a very rare amulet, but this is the low version. Marauder Talisman is an option, but I think I'm gonna keep Vendetta. I'm gonna benefit from 1 to Inquisitor more, I think. Let's take the other quest. Actually, I'm gonna check Marauder's Talisman if it was expensive or I can just craft it and test it.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
So we got second part of the set. But I can give up on Ura Praxting. It's too good. Let's check the Manticore's Eye, pretty rare component. Silver core bolts. 6 attack speed, total damage, elemental damage. Not gonna make huge difference. Apart from the procs better than Vendetta ones. But still, I have to farm a lot of basically barons. And this is far away from here, so Marauder's Talisman is gonna be no go for now. And I don't want to go at normal farming because I already outscaled that area, I think. Immediately move from the pool. Usually wasps pretty fast, you can wait for them to engage instead of put yourself in a danger. Also there is a few things that you want to craft and you're gonna need 2 raids. 1 enchanted flint, 1 amber and 1 silver. This is all the materials you need to take care of the devotions along the way, the not pricey ones, because some devotions they're totally rip off, don't worry. Losing Pyroclasm, another very good relic, but again it's more like retaliation and basically caster, because you want attack speed or total speed in your relic slot when you play Gunslinger. Very rare occasion you don't need such a stats. What we gonna do here, I'm gonna just bribe him like I always do. I prefer to have him later on as a hero. And 2000 bits at this point is nothing. But nets me 27k experience and Silas is gonna be a hero instead of White Mob when we met again. This is the best approach to this quest. Nobody's get hurt basically. So now, sorry, we're on a crossroad. What we gonna do with our skill points? We got everything that we need. I think damage is okay, so it's time to put a little bit of sustain. 5 out of 12 deadly aim is a must-have. Next, I think Steel Resolve is the best skill to max out, or leave it like this, 12 out of 10. And probably I'm gonna take 9 or 10 at Blast Shield, and after that I'm gonna focus on damage. Actually, after all the changes in gear, we lost 3 points. Vindictive Flame, we have to fix this as well.
Keep your weapon.
She's gonna need Royal Jelly. Why not? I need reputation with the rovers.
Come see what's left of my
I'm
wares.
very close to buy my Rit. Shamblers. Avoid the boulders at all cost. You don't want to hit by this 2 or 3 times in a sequence. This guy as well. Inquisitors here don't work very well against big hitters. Single target damage, as you can see. That was 4k.
See anything you like?
And I get immediately my Rit. I'm gonna check the augments.
See what's left of my wares.
Elemental damage, elemental resistance. Not bad, not bad. But I'm kinda stuck with what I got. Elemental ring. Kinda okay. Kinda low roll on the poison resistance. But this is more like caster ring, so I'm gonna skip it. Not gonna spend money. At this point, my build looks okay. Another gentle reminder, don't mess with the guys at the pit. You're gonna end up dead, especially when it's 2 of them. These guys, believe it or not, they are endgame content. They are placed there, but this is basically a clickbait. With my current gear and crowd control resistance, they gonna delete me. That's a naturally PvP builds. Wow, this damage was so high. That's Bloody Jack. And this is the person that invent Blackwater cocktail. He was in the military, explosive expert, but become mad and criminal. So they suspend him from the army. You can see even with capped resistance I take. And here is Silas. Usually it's a random spawn, but he is a hero now. And I can get my bits back, technically. my bad armor starts to kick off. I take extremely high amount of damage from these guys. And this is Farrell, I think. No, that's the breaker. He is a much more better matchup. Farrell is very tanky, also dish out respectable amount of damage. I have to play a little bit more safe from now on until I fix my gear. So this is resistant of the boar. Honestly, not a bad helm. Comes with cold poison chaos. Definitely upgrade. Boar comes with physique and spirit. All I need. So I just need level 70. I have to precast some stuff. Money box hurts a lot. Commando of readiness, sorry. Very, very good. Triple rare. And stalwart of nature's bounty. Not amazing, but at this point better than mine. I think we got our upgrades in a one run. I'm gonna swap the medal immediately. I have enough level basically. We lose some offensive ability, but we got a lot of tankiness. I think this is better. 60 offensive ability is a fair trade. Another cask. Mighty of Scorching. I'll take the resistances, I think. But I can keep this one as well if my resistance is okay after the swap. And I think my current one is a very bad anyways. Use your Inquisitor Seal often. Another resistance cask. Dirain is here. First time he wants to talk. I did this choice to stick with him because he's an extra boss if I have to grind for a reputation. Also, he is a source of these items as well, at least the shoulders. It's not pointed anywhere at the GRIMTOOLS. but this Dirani and Rutnik, they can drop ascendant pieces of gear, like the cask as well, but not Dirani. I think just Rutnik. That was a very bad combination. That was Night Song and both of them, one of them is a poison damage dealer that shreds DA and the other one is a bleeding gears type of hero. That was extremely bad spawn next to each other. He wants to talk, but I don't. He pop up his stuff. I'm gonna just kite. It's not necessary to take unnecessary damage. And now I can just face tank. My Inquisitor Seal and my Leech is gonna alt heal the damage from Darius. He is not that deadly, especially for my setup. I'm gonna pick the extra materials because I have enough clusters. This is not bad generic pants, but I starve for ether and this pants gonna fix my, let's check, better damage, but very bad elemental resistance. So I can't, unfortunately, at this point. At this point, you can't afford to have negative resistances. When you play hardcore, you can go back to the factions, buy augments or their boots and stuff. There is a various way to basically we got totem spawn. Wasps kinda dangerous. Especially Ura Prax at this point at ultimate. You have to be careful. But I'm here for the one shot chest. I'm gonna dump Blast Shield. That's definitely gonna save my life at some point. I didn't saw her, so I'm gonna have a distance. She uses stun jacks, which is a shotgun mechanic. I don't want to get hit by all of those. I prefer to kill her a little bit slower, but safer. Soul Warding. This is ether resistance. Honestly, a very crap roll. I have to come back later. Leg plates of Vala. This is a pretty good generic pants as well. But terrible raw. Items with such a terrible raw, better vendor them. 1% defensive ability is the worst possible thing. There is a healer. I hate Arkovia. These archers, they hit pretty hard. There is a lot of stuff that we have to take care of. I mess up the map a little bit. I'm gonna kill our Covenant Elders. I want to test the build. Yeah. I want... Illyrian's gonna be a problem, definitely. There is a reflective mob. But I have to deal with the healers first. Again healer. High freeze resistance, astronomically bad. I got CC'd for a way too long time. I'm gonna clear first. Don't click the totem. There was 3 healers next to each other and probably 1 or 2 approach from the west as well. This is a extremely dangerous spawn. There is a corrupted, there is a arcane, and there is a frost as well. That was a kinda mistake by my side, because totem from now on is gonna be very dangerous, especially the Forsaken ones. We're gonna finish this side quest. There is gonna be a blueprint as a reward, but can't be something that I got already, and I already have that. Treasure trove. I have dynamite, so I'm gonna click that. Tempest Sigil. This is an amazing caster medal, especially if you played Frozen Sky Shard. Almost Dread. Nothing special about this guy. He shotguns, he's lighting based. But Inquisitor Seal works very well against shotgun mechanics. So no problem. Actually there is a treasure behind him. We are in front of the crafting session around 75, so Rift. Spoke with Minova and Rift back. I have to do my Rift a little bit early, so I don't have this second loading screen. These crossbow ones, if your PS resistance bad, they gonna one-shot you. I saw tons of players underestimate them. Huge mistake. Don't go attack 2 with negative pierce resistance, farm a little bit or farm reputation and stuff until we fix that. Act 1 is okay, it's a just warm-up act, it's not so dangerous, but everything after Act 1 ultimate, it's a death warrant if you go with negative resistances. Not negative, sorry, not capped. Hardcore is a slow game. I speed a little bit more because I can't basically do a 3 hours video. Laudus Varga, he is a Frozen Sky Shard user. You don't want to get hit by those things. We want to get rid of the odds. There is a healer again. Yeah, I have to start playing objective. No point to kill all of these odds. It's a nice reputation, but My endgame relic blueprint for the relic start to drop now. So more or less I have to click all the totems. This is a forsaken one, it's gonna be spicy. I'm gonna brace myself. Regenerator. Stone Fist Rebuke. Best in slot if you play Force Wave. Another Aldur's Inquisition. And another swap for me. Ether resistance okay, so I can use a fire-based component for more damage or lighting, but I prefer fire. I think at this point my major damage is fire, lighting second. But I'm gonna stick with fire. So I can craft flint core bolts. Or I can let's do that. Two Aldurs. My DPS going high. I fix my damage so I can focus on sustain for a little bit. He managed to heal her before I kill him. Quite annoying. And now is the biggest challenge. Kyrian, whatever. This guy deals fire and vitality. A pretty weird combination of damage. And actually his damage ramping is optional as a boss. Also I'm gonna check if face tanking is possible. I got fumbled, so I have to reposition definitely. He has high elemental resistance, so it's gonna be a slow battle. I don't have enough oh, I have to craft coalstone for this one. Whatever, I'm gonna skip it. I was here just to test the build. Broken hills. Here we can take a little bit of air, because mostly beasts, but I saw totem. Which is gonna be a forsaken one. At level 70 we can use the lower level factions, augments. That's gonna help me a lot to play a little bit Jenga with the gear. I'm pretty sure I saw totem. Yeah, that's kinda the worst possible spot. I have to prepare myself. It's gonna be a Forsaken. Not terrible spawn this time, compared to last time that I have the worst possible row. This one comes without any heroes. I'm gonna take Blast Shield up to 10. I'm much more concerned about my damage instead of my... sorry, I'm much more concerned for my sustain. My damage is okay. We don't have to forget to kill Ultra. She is lightning based bird. Hero spawns. If you are not prepared, these guys they can hit pretty hard. Особен, especially Valar. He is a physical damage dealer. Can be spicy. Another good gun. Unfortunately, it's actually gun 200 gun. Another hero. This Sapphire base one. It's good to kill the odds before facing Voldrak. You don't want to get hit by any of those. Even his normal attack. Just play safe and slow. He is very slow. Very easy to kite. But if he carries a double or triple rare weapon, you can easily take one shot. Inquisitor heal's not gonna save you. That's a very dangerous weapon. If he hits you with that, it's gonna be either one shot or close to. This is just double rare, just Tyrant prefix, and of the ruin is a magic, but still 59 total damage, 308 physical, 200 trauma, reduced damage for 3 seconds, and 88 flat physical damage. Thankfully I didn't get any hit from this guy, because you can see how dangerous these bosses become after the changes. They always carry their MIs. And this one is no exception. And this Voldrak Crusher is gonna hit like a truck. Tyrant prefix is one of the most dangerous prefix that can exist in a weapon. Earth Scorcher actually this is a in fact this is a caster weapon. It comes very low on damage. The proc is quite nice, and I can use it just for fun, but definitely both Aldurs much better as a weapons.
Well, if it, I haven't been. Look, my source. I came upon these.
So I'm gonna grab this quest. Probably gonna end up the episode here, and I can deal with Homestead in the next one. I'm just gonna bring back some quest for experience and reputation. I didn't manage to kill all the forges, sorry, so I have to do that now. I think my AoE damage is gonna be enough for that regard. But I just miss one or two. I miss one. And I'm curious which one I miss. Yeah, I missed this one here. When I run for my life basically. Because I got Silas. I'm not gonna deal with the Mogdrogan quest now. Definitely gonna keep it for later. Aggressive of Gildanum Arcanum. Actually, I think at this point, no, I still can't because poison resistance too bad. But anyways, have to sell some stuff. I'm gonna keep this one for now.
Put it to good use.
Elemental balance ring. A nice damage option. Comes with fire strike. Fire damage as well. I got this.
Thing you like. Put it to good use.
Not bad defensive ring, but
Come see what's
apart from the resistances I don't get anything else, so I'm gonna sell that. Bursting round boots. Fire cold. Pierce chaos. This one's still better, I think. Vindictive flame. Let's check. Still bad. I can swap my shoulders actually at this point.
Put it to good use.
Let's do that.
Need something broken down?
Actually, I can't. Unbelievable. I don't have enough pierce resistance. I have to wait a little bit.
Goodbye for now.
That's gonna be a dangerous play.
Well, the work. Now that
Come, friend, right to be.
Another 2 points blast shield. Or actually I'm gonna get my vindictive flame back to 11. This is a priority on a gunner. I'm gonna spoke with Minover for the extra attribute points. I'm gonna get 2 because it's gonna count as a ultimate and elite clear. 2 points. Immediately spirit for damage. And I think I can end up the episode here. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next one.